Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video, we're going to take a look at this news article. Now, it's a couple days old, it's about 6 days ago this got posted, but I just kind of set it aside before making a video on it because I want to get some tutorials out. But this one's about used GPU prices fall by up to 50% in recent months as mining stops. So they claim it's a great time to be a PC gamer, as you see right underneath the headline of the article. But I also figure it's a great time to be a miner as well. If you're like myself and others on my channel here, I always say to encourage people to keep mining, as long as obviously it's not too much of a loss in hydro rates and things like that. You can buy some cheap GPUs and set them aside for what they call the next like bull run or whatever. So you're able to actually have a big mining rig and be able to turn an actual profit. So it's actually worth it for your sake. Even now, if you be able to buy some cheap GPUs and such and be able to like turn them on and get them running, if you're not worried about the current market or you don't pay for hydro or if it's still profitable for you, this is the time to start picking up GPUs. I'm not saying go crazy, go full out and pick them up like as much as you can, because I feel once Ethereum officially goes to 2.0, that's when we'll see the actual big drop. It's just a lot of miners are starting to get out of things just because of the Ethereum worry and the Ethereum scare of Ethereum going proof of stake and such, which, like I've said in the past, is not a good thing for Ethereum. I feel like in a sense it's going to kill it because mining is the backbone of cryptocurrencies. So according to a report by Bloomberg, the cryptocurrency mining industry is dying at a rapid pace. Now, I don't believe that's true as a whole market itself. I believe that's more so just Ethereum because, like I said in other videos, everyone just focuses on Ethereum mining. They don't think of the smaller coins or the smaller algorithms that can actually turn more of a profit than Ethereum. As I've stated in other videos, just like Aven and other algorithms and coins and such, there's other ones that are going to be able to back it up. Conceal is a good one as well. So once Ethereum dies, I don't feel like the whole, all of a sudden, crypto mining is going to die as a whole and just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? There's going to be other coins and other algorithms that are going to come up and replace Ethereum as like a mining or proof of work scenario. So they go on to say, with many of the world's major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum crashing, mining is no longer a sustainable form of income for many people. As a result, miners are selling off the best GPU in droves, causing GPU prices on the secondhand market, which is like eBay, Kijiji, like online like places like that where it's like person to person sales, that's causing them to plummet as much as 50% in recent months. Bloomberg's data starts at the end of May. So it just goes to show that like a lot of people are just focused on like the main mining, as I said before, with like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And all of a sudden, since all this is starting to crash, everyone's starting to panic like we haven't had a crash before. I know this one's been a pretty drastic crash, but there's a lot of people that still believe in other coins, other algorithms, and other means of mining. Not everyone does this for like a sustainable form of income. Only those who have like the big, I guess you could say, facilities are really doing this for like a sustainable form of income. Because most average people, like even myself, and others have jobs and such that keep us sustained, and we're doing mining on the side just as extra profit. But since it's not profitable anymore, some people have turned their mining rigs off, and others have just continued mining because there's going to be a point where there's going to be a turnaround and the market is obviously going to come back up. It's just like in the stock market when they talk about crashes and things like that, and the stock market has crashed, you always seen it has turned around. So there's always a way back up. You just got to bear with yourself on the way down and just decide with yourself if you're going to go ahead and continue buying that coin, or like if you're going to buy Bitcoin Ethereum instead of mining it, or if you say, no, what, I'm going to bite the bullet and continue to mine and keep reaping in the rewards instead of worrying so much just like everybody else. Because I myself also do like stock market things. And right now with the stock market crashing, I've just been buying up while everyone else is worrying. The time to be greedy is when everyone else is like fearful. So when everyone's scared and such, that's when you start buying up. And then when everyone else gets greedy, that's when you start to sell. Because lately in these markets, everyone likes to buy on the highs and the run-ups instead of waiting for these crashes. These are opportunities in my opinion. And yes, it's great to see for PC gamers, obviously, because it's going to ease up the market so they can actually afford regular GPUs and such. I'm not saying for gamers to go out and buy GPUs that were mined on, but it's obviously going to knock down the market, even on the secondhand market, for regular GPUs because it's going to set a lower price point and a lower tone when it comes to most GPUs because you're going to see a whole wave of GPUs, let's say like lower end ones, even like a GTX 1070 or 1060, things like that. You're going to see droves of those come on to the market for dirt cheap because of big miners just getting out of it, which is going to cause a ripple effect of other graphics cards to lower, even if they are brand new or used or just for gamers in a sense. And then it's also good just for miners, like I said, like ourselves, because we can get our hands on some cheaper GPUs, even if they are used or were mined on. It's always good to pass them down because other people could fix them up and get them back to a second life, you could say. So as the article says, this is great news for PC gamers, and the means for the used GPU market is now a viable solution for buying graphics cards on a budget. But you still kind of have to be careful, like I said, because a lot of them were used for intense like GPU mining. So before the crypto crash, used GPU prices were so expensive that buying a brand new card was often a better decision. If you want to see just how absurd eBay prices were just a few months ago, you could check out this pricing index and I will link it below. And it was obviously true on the used market and even like the brand new market. Everything was just pumped up to the max because you'd have on the new market, you'd have the companies post their graphics cards and then you have scalpers buy them up and then relist them for like double the price on eBay. So we couldn't even ourselves as miners or gamers, no one could get their hands on regular graphics cards because the scalpers had bots and things where they were buying them up and just reselling them at absurd prices to gamers and miners. So everyone was getting hurt and affected. And I feel like everyone just pinpoints, oh, the gamers get hurt, gamers get hurt. Well, guess what? This is a new age of things and people make money off of graphics cards and such. So the miners were getting hurt also, not just the gamers. So everyone was getting hurt as a whole. So I feel like this is a good time to start like swooping in and picking up the odd graphics card here and there. Even myself, I'm looking at buying some, even though I'm not currently mining, because maybe in a few years or down the road, once I do like get on with what's going on with my life, I'll be able to go buy a facility or be able to set up some kind of mining facility or some kind of mining room or something like that. And I'll just have everything, a whole bunch of graphics cards, a whole bunch of ASIC machines, everything all ready to go. It's always good to have a plan in advance and have your own inventory, even if it is lower end ones, because they're, no matter what, most graphics cards are always going to make somewhat of money. Not saying it's going to be profitable, but you're always going to be able to turn a few cents because there's algorithms meant for lower end cards, there's ones meant for higher end, there's ones meant for median ones. So there's a little bit of a piece of the pie for everybody. So one estimate cited by Bloomberg suggests more than a third of consumer graphics cards on the market could vanish with the loss of crypto mining user base, with an estimated 35% of consumer GPUs being bought up by miners before the run-up. For some perspective, used GPUs are selling for 50% less value right now compared to just a few months ago. And with the loss of a third of the GPU market, we can expect prices to drop even further. And that's what I was saying. This is not the time just to go all of a sudden AWOL and just buy a whole bunch at once. This is just start to dip your toes into it and your hands into it, buy the odd one here and there, because it is expected to drop even further, even if that's the price of crypto dropping or because of Ethereum just coming into play, the Ethereum 2.0 and the proof of stake and such. There's always going to be like a little bit of uncertainty right now, I feel, until like the end of this year, especially when Ethereum switches. And there's been talks about this bear market going all the way till the end of the year into next year, and then we could see a turnaround. So this is the opportunity, if you are maybe not even a miner and you want to get into it, to buy up like lower end cards at a cheaper price, or if you want to go high end, because all the value of every card seems to be dropping as much as 50% right now on the other markets such as eBay, Facebook, Kijiji, and things like that. People are actually starting to get reasonable with their pricing. So even if you are a gamer or if you are a miner or if you're someone new into any of those, this is the time to start looking at GPUs, but just do your research on said GPU to make sure it wasn't used up too much or if it's not broken and things like that. Because like I said, a lot of these graphics cards were used for GPU mining, and it's a lot of the big miners getting out of it, like I've mentioned before. So it's like a warehouse full of these graphics cards, and now they've made their money and turnaround. So now they're just gonna sell them off, even if they are working or not. So you just gotta be a little bit careful when it comes to things like that. So they say, thankfully, the crypto mining market is not expected to rebound anytime soon. Ethereum is planning on shifting to new proof of stake, which I've mentioned, which is a new method which will nullify GPU mining entirely on the currency, though it has been delayed multiple times. So who knows on the exact day. I made a video on it, but again, like I said in that video, that date could change as well. And with the combination of cryptocurrency crash, now is the worst time in history of crypto to enter the GPU mining game. But like I said, just because Ethereum's dying doesn't mean all of a sudden all the crypto is gonna die, all the mining's gonna die. There's always gonna be some form of mining because, like I said, that's the backbone of cryptocurrency. A lot of people turn their backs to proof of stake as much as people like it. There's a lot of people that dislike it. So it doesn't mean that mining's gonna end. You're just gonna have more household miners, I feel like, come aboard and buy up these GPUs, and eventually they're gonna be the big miners once crypto takes off again. So there's always gonna be like a replacement cycle. So now that these big guys that got into crypto at first, when everyone said they were crazy and buying up GPUs when the market first started, they're getting out of it and selling their warehouses. You're gonna have people like myself and others buy up a bunch of them, and who knows, maybe in a few years we'll have our own big warehouse and our mining during the next huge bull run, because everyone says we're crazy and crypto's going to end, but this happens every cycle when crypto crashes, in my opinion. So this was just like a quick topic I wanted to touch on and go over. Like I said, I feel like it's a good time to slowly start buying into GPUs, but like I said, don't go buying troves and troves of them because it is going to drop more, whether that be from the crypto crash like happening some more or just Ethereum shifting over. Because like I said, even on my channel videos, everyone based mining off Ethereum when there's many other algorithms and coins, and some people just do it for fun and the knowledge and learning of cryptocurrency. It's not necessarily always about making money, in my opinion, at least just as my thought on it. Myself, I like learning and expanding my knowledge, and cryptocurrency just happened to be a thing to get into because it's just a new age of things. So it's like, why not learn about it and learn like the backbone of things and the actual mining process? It's a cool process to learn, and it's something to get into if you are kind of like a computer or tech nerd like myself. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today for today's news video. I just wanted to bring this to your attention so you guys can start taking notes and seeing that the price is dropping. If you are a gamer or a miner, this is a good thing for everybody in the computer or mining industry. But I hope you all have an amazing day, and if you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it lets me know you guys enjoy these type of videos as well, because I do tutorial, news, and other things. But that's all I got, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.